Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am in the middle of making a mini album and I'm gonna call this a tag mini album because I was inspired by a piece of paper that had tags on it as cutter parts, and I've been wanting to actually use that piece of paper for a while, and I just kept on like pushing it aside, and time went by and it's end of the year. So what really pushed me to use it this time was that I was actually organizing my papers again because I had a lot of papers and scrap papers all mixed together in bags. And these pocket bags that I was using, they were getting a bit old, so they were starting to fall apart. So my husband found me the pocket pages in the 12 by 12 size from Amazon, and then I was able to replace the bags and also go through all of my scraps that was stuck in between the 12 by 12 pages. And while I was doing that, I remembered that I had this piece of paper that I've been wanting to create with for such a long time. And so I really finally got to do it. Now, when I was organizing, I realized that I had way too much scraps, and I think it's because I treat every part of my paper really precious, as a precious treasure. And so I kept every bit of scrap as I can, but I come to a realization that I need to let go of a lot of them because you know when you're trying to die cut small piece of paper and you put it through a die cutting machine and it can easily move and things like that if it's a really small size, unless you remember to use a washi tape to hold it down in place. So I decided not to stress myself so much like that anymore. So I got rid of like the smaller size pieces that I really could let go and really should have let go in the past. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is I finally got to use that piece of 12 by 12 sheet that had the cutter parts as tag pieces, and I have created, or I've been layering my tag pieces. So the ones that have these round bits at the top were part of that 12 by 12. So I had this one, then I had this, and then this one, and this one, and this one. Yes. So I had these that was part of that, and this one here. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it had the 12 by 12 sheet had 8 tags as a cut apart page, and I finally cut them apart, and I have been using also the 12 by 12 cardstock stickers that I found while organizing. And these, I had 3 cardstock sticker sheets that was like half used, half not used. So I made myself use those in decorating these tags. And I want to show you my tags. And what I've also done is I was originally going to use these edges to use them as pages for my mini album, but I decided to do the back side as well to make my pages a bit stronger. So what I did was I measured the height of this tag that was from the cut apart sheet and the width, which was 3 by 6, and then I found some pieces of paper that could go well with the colors that could go well with the colors that I already have going on here with the tags. So I found this navy color paper. So I cut them apart as by 3 by 6, and I decorated these as well. And I needed a yellow one too, so I did this one as well. So I'm gonna show you the tags that I've been decorating, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what I have done so far. So here's my first tag piece. I've also been using some cut apart sheets from 6 by 8 paper pads that I found from the same page albums as well. They happen to be, and I've been using the cardstock stickers of the pieces that were left, and I got to use even the tiny ones like these. And then I did use some clusters that I have made prior, and I layered it on top of the cut apart pieces. And for my cut aparts, they're actually flip ups, or some of them I'm gonna have it flipping this way. And I stitched the very top area for this one here. This one I just used stickers and like little bits of scrap papers to decorate this one here. I got to use lots of sticker pieces. This one here, I've added a cluster to the right side, so it's like a little tuck spot. And I also got to use those border sticker pieces that come in the collection kit cardstocks sticker sheets. So I used the cut apart piece here, then I decorated with my layered embellishment piece down here, which is going to be a tuck spot. And then I've got this, I had this really long word beautiful, which I cut it down in half to decorate this area. Then I stitched the top. This one I stitched the top, added a cluster down here, added tiny stickers from the cardstock sticker sheets. Just all stickers. Stickers and cut apart sheet. And then more stickers here. And then this one here, I had a ticket embellishment cluster that I made. I used that as a tuck spot. Then I used all of these stickers. This one was a cut apart sheet. I layered stickers on top. Same concept, layered my cluster embellishment on there, stitched the cut apart sheet, added a sticker border piece down here. So I have all of these tag pages for my mini album, as well as this one here. Now I want to show you guys what I did for this bit here. So this is my spine where it's going to hold all of my tag pages, just like this one. So you just need 3 pieces of paper. The largest one measures 2¼ by 5. And because the reason why I chose 5 for my height is because I wanted my page spine bits to only be in this area down here. So from here to here, it was 5 inches tall. So I did it, that's why it's 2¼ by 5. And you just have to score ½ an inch on each side. So for example, this is an example piece I'm trying to show you guys. So this is the largest piece. So you go ½ an inch on this side, and then you go ½ an inch on this side, and then you fold, and it gives you the flat pieces to glue on your tags like this. So then you need 2 more pieces like this, but the second piece that you're going to do is 1¾ and then you score ½ an inch on each side. Then the smaller size, which is this bit here, is going to be 1¼ and 5. Then you score ½ an inch on this side, ½ an inch on this side, so you have this. So then the middle area is where you're going to add the glue. Then you're going to add the smallest piece to your next piece, and then the next piece. That's how it becomes like this, just like in the photo I'm going to insert here. So then these are the page flaps. So then I have these tag pieces that I can just glue onto each of these flap bits here. So I'm gonna need another tag piece to go behind this one here. So I've attached all my tag pages onto my spine, and I do need to glue this onto my cover. For my cover, I have done 3 by 6 for here and here, so you need 2 pieces of that. And then I've got one from here to here, 1 5/8 by 6. And then I use this pattern paper to cover it. Then I use double-sided tape as well as glue. So for this, I need to take off the double-sided tape that I have already attached to the middle of my spine. And then I'm gonna use some glue to add to here as well. And I am going to use this piece of paper, which I cut by 3 by 6 to cover the middle area as well. And then I gently fold my cover. I'm using a really thin paper for the middle, so I have to make sure it's on first. I gently fold. And then this side, gently fold. Like this. Making sure the paper is really down. And then I'm going to use this one here to cover this side. So I cut this one 3 by 6 as well. And I'm going to cover this side. I know I'm covering a rainbow pattern paper, would you believe it? But sometimes when you need the color on the other side, you just have to just give up. It's so annoying when a pattern paper has both A and the B side that's absolutely perfect, and then they make you choose. It's kind of cruel in a way, but it just has to be done. So this is my inside cover color that I wanted. So I've got this ready. Now I'm going to add some glue here to add it to the middle of my spine. That's what I'm going to do now. So you can choose to use double-sided tape here to make it extra strong if you like. But I honestly think that my glue that I'm using, which is from Express It company here in Australia, it's really nice and strong. And so I'm just gonna now have to make sure I am gluing this down right in the middle. I can sort of see. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, you guys, because this is crafting. Crafting can, you know, it has to involve fun. More fun than stress. So I'm gonna do that. And then what I can also do now is open up my book and then use the middle part of my spine to glue it down like this. Okay. To make sure that all of these bits are glued like this. And I can flip this side, make sure that it's all glued down. Okay, so it's all glued down now. So now I have my tag mini album done, and all I need to do is decorate the front, the sides, and it'll be finished. So I finished decorating my front cover of my mini album. I found another large tag. It's a bit smaller than the tags I've been using as pages, but I found a similar looking size tag and I decided to go with the whole theme of tags. So I added a large tag at the front too and stitched all around to give it extra color. Then I added my embellishment cluster I made using lots of different collections from Rosie Studio ephemera packs, and I absolutely love how this has turned out. So I'm going to do a flip for you guys. This is my front page. So this comes out. I did a little belly band. And I just love the fact that I finally got to use the large tags cut apart pieces, and that I was able to use up some of my stickers and thickers as well. And I've managed to create something pretty out of all of the ones that I really wanted to use. And I hope you guys get inspired by some of your cut apart pieces that you have in your stash and make a mini album or tag flip with it as well. Before I end this video, I would like to thank you guys so much for all your support and your continued support to my channel. I hope my videos that I have shared in this year 2025 has given you much joy, as it has given me a lot of joy to be able to share with you guys. I really am so thankful for your crafty friendship and for your support in many different ways, whether it be sending me messages to see if I'm okay, or whether you are leaving me a kind comment down below, or whether you are supporting me through using some of my affiliate links. I thank you guys so much. I thank you so much, and you guys have no idea how much it really truly means to me for you guys to be watching my videos. Sometimes I make a video and I tell myself, even if it's just one person that gets to watch it, and if it helps them get through their whatever tough time they're going through as well, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much everybody for all your kind support throughout the year, and I will be back to share with you guys more of my creations and anything that just helps me get through my everyday as well. Thank you so much. Bye for now.